What's going on, guys? XQ420 here. You know what the deal is. You know how I get down when I come around. I'm back. I'm in the building. Beat is hot. Single is fresh without a doubt. If you're not subscribed to the channel, stop hesitating. Hit that subscribe button. You get that daily dose of news and commentary with a twist from your boy. It's going to change your life. Today's video, Waffle House CEO. He letting folk hold it. About time we got a CEO of a corporation let somebody hold it. Let's jump into this. All right, article right here from the Blaze. Waffle House CEO unloads on lockdowns and politicians who implement them not paying the same price. Thank you. Because they're not paying the same price, bud. I mean, they don't get hit financially at all, bud. They got the security, and not only security as far as financially, security as far as at the house. We talking about the little defund the police movement as well. That wild stuff they got going on. So, the CEO, Walt Ehmer, did not mince words last week when he denounced coronavirus-related lockdowns and the leaders who implement the business-killing restrictions. And that's all it's doing. All it's doing is just destroying businesses. And, Bo, I know, over there at the Waffle House, I know they hurting too. Dang, bud. You ain't got nothing but close quarters up in that joint. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, you pile in there and get you a good waffle. I mean, I like the waffles. Waffles are good. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he's like, bruh, all y'all doing is just destroying businesses. You ain't slowed no infection down. Let's get serious. They have not slowed any infection down, period. And you've just destroyed people's livelihoods. That's all you've done. So, he's speaking with the Business Insider. Ehmer explained that he opposes lockdowns because of the severe impact they have on American workers. He says a lockdown is going to put a lot of people out of work. It's really not about the business, it's about the people. These people have jobs, they have livelihoods, they need to take care of their families. And that's what I've been saying the whole time. That's been lost throughout all of this. And you know, most of the time the people who talk about, oh no, we need to lock down, we need to do this, do that. You know, a lot of times they ain't affected by anything. They've still got money coming in. So they can sit back and it'll be okay. But people who got to go out there and get their hustle on and all that stuff, just think if you had an up-and-coming band right now, you're trying to get out there on the road, you have to go tour. You have to go take these crap gigs and get your name out there in the street. You can't do it right now. So you just flat out sunk, bud. If you got a small mom and pop restaurant, but if you in Cali right now, you could. Dang, North Carolina ain't doing a whole lot better. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, but we out there in the woods as well. Man, Roy Cooper, man, he ain't doing us no favors, and you can believe that. So, hey, Amber, I'm right there with you on that. So, he said, in fact, Ehmer pointed out that leaders who implement lockdowns put Americans out of work and creating more economic instability, spot on, for those who are already not affluent, never have to feel the impact of their decisions. And that's right on point. Because, I mean, how many checks was Gavin Newsom and all those fellas missing? They're still getting the checks every week, right? They tell you, hey, go in the unemployment line, and maybe you get a check, maybe you won't. But you're going to roll off right here in about 6 months, and then you'll be on your own then. You know what I'm saying? Another round of lockdowns will be on the way for you. And believe me when I tell you this, masks are a form of lockdowns, okay? Restrictions on your business is a form of lockdown. That's just all there is to it. But a restaurant ain't going to make it on no 25% capacity. I mean, the people in there trying to get tips and stuff, they ain't going to make it on 25% capacity. There's no way for it to happen. But they're like, oh man, you ought to be able to make it through this. No, but you're going to sink a whole lot of folks. So it said, none of the people who make the decisions to shut down businesses and impact people's livelihoods ever have their own livelihood impacted. The people making the decisions are not paying the same price that the workers in this country are paying. And I'm going to be honest with you, it's more low income, the lower income people that are paying the price, and especially your the middle class. The middle class is paying the ultimate price. The poor are getting poor, and the middle class are getting snuffed out. That's what they're trying to do. So if you got your middle class business right now, you know, you've got all the restrictions on you. Walmart, they can let, 700 people in the store. I don't know if when I heard something like that, I think it's Walmart at my place. They're like, oh yeah, our capacity is 700 people. I said, 700 people in Walmart? I said, damn, bud. I mean, you be right on top of each other. Man, Walmart ain't that big. That's all I'm saying. But they got up 700 people capacity. I'm trying to figure that thing out, bud. So it says right here, how's Waffle House fared? It said the pandemic has undoubtedly impacted every segment of society. Every person in the business has been affected in some way. But Waffle House, the breakfast food restaurant chain spread across the eastern U.S., appears to have fared better than most. So I guess they've been doing all right. I mean, they've been doing not too bad. I ain't gonna lie, the one around my area, well, we got a few. I think they closed one of them down actually. If I'm correct, well, no, they closed one of them down for a while, because I mean they just won't get in the traffic. But they kept the other two open. So I guess they're doing fairly okay. I mean, they ain't nothing to go right. You ain't gonna go right home about it. You know what I'm saying? So they said while the virus is surging in terms of number of cases, we haven't felt a tremendous impact to business at this point. They said, in fact, fewer than 24 Waffle Houses are currently closed due to the pandemic. Hey, so they're doing all right. So it says the only reason we think that we would shut a dining room down at this point is if the local government made us do so. I'm telling them to kiss you where the sun don't shine. Say I ain't shutting nothing down. Okay? I ain't doing it. You see, we need the big corporations to step up and be like, no, we ain't doing it. But they don't. A lot of them don't care, man. Because you know why? Because they raking it all in with both hands. That's all I got to say. So, the National Restaurant Association said in September that 100,000 American restaurants have shuttered their doors since the pandemic began. Dang, Bo. I mean, 100,000, but man, that's a lot. So it says the organization has estimated that the restaurant will have lost nearly $250 billion in revenue by year's end. Dang, bud. I mean, so that just lets you know, man. If you had your local mom and pop dining shop, and we had one in our area, Professor O'Cole's, it shut down, and I don't know, that kind of sucked because I like their food, atmosphere, and everything. They've been a staple in the area I'm in for a long time, and yeah, they just couldn't do it, man. Takeout only, man. That's not what they were about. They had locals who came in there, sat around, drank all the time, and stuff like that. And they just came and conversated. You know what I'm saying? So you missing out on that whole experience right there. So yeah, they get you shut down. It's affecting real people. I know somebody gonna say, "Well, folks are dying." Well, dang, Bo. I'm gonna tell you right now, almost 53 million people have died this year. I mean, what do you want me to do, man? I can't stop death. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm gonna be the first one to tell you that. So they're wondering about stimulus. The politicians believe that additional economic stimulus will help business fare the economic roller coaster of the pandemic. Look, Bo. I mean, stimulus is one thing, but the stimulus gonna run out, man. I mean, so you gonna sit here? They trying to pay their employees, pay the light bill and all that stuff, and then they got to make sure. And if you got them halfway locked down, then they got to cut back on what they're keeping in stock. And then when you say, oh, we can open back up, now they got to try to re-up it again. But it just don't work like that, man. The economy ain't a light switch. That's what people think it is. Oh man, just flip the light switch, bud. It'd be all good. The lights come on when you flip it, right? Hell no, man. Stuff takes time, bud. And there's a process to everything. But folks don't get it. So, of course, the stimulus did help a lot of restaurants and people early on. Yeah, $1,200. Dang, Bo. I mean, you pay your house bill and that's it. I mean, you got 1 month. That's all you got in you. Now you still ain't got no job. It said, but what you can't value enough is someone's peace of mind and security that they have a job that they can count on. So governments can't replace all the salaries in the economy that you want to shut down. We've got to find safe ways to move forward, safe ways to open up. Okay, in closing on this, man, there ain't no safety in life, okay? It doesn't exist. It's not a real thing. I'm tired of people talking about some safety, man. Safety ain't real. Dang, bud. I mean, where you got crazy folks walking around stabbing folks randomly in the church. You got folks pulling out their gat on people. You got people getting stabbed up in the clothing store because they told somebody to wear a mask. Man, bud. There's still been over 1 million people die in car accidents throughout the world this year, and boy, ain't nobody been driving. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But the traffic being cut back, we still got a meal plus. Age, but there's no risk-free life. The stuff doesn't exist. But hey, look, I'm glad that the Waffle House CEO, man, I'm glad he came out and said something. Now we need you other CEOs to come out and say some stuff, okay? And say it in between when you're filling your pockets when you're stealing, all right? Say don't lock the stuff down, because I know what y'all doing. I'm watching y'all. So I want to know what y'all think about in the comment section below. I'm pretty sure there's a whole lot of areas right now going right back into lockdown, which they said, you know, the WHO said that they don't work, you shouldn't do them, and yet people are still doing them. You know why? Because tyranny. Stuff lives. I mean, that's all I can tell you. The tyranny lives on in the heart of man. So, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, click notification bell so anyone posts in the future. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace out.